Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming with you with a big book haul. I went to Barnes&Noble and picked up a lot of books that I probably shouldn't buy at like full price, but you know what? This is my first book haul ever and the first of 2020. I had purchased books before, so I am not a newbie in this one. I've been watching BookTube for like 3 years now, and all of these books I so well heard and well loved, and I just never got around reading them. And so I finally decided to purchase them and read them for myself. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to squeeze almost all of them this year because all of them sound so exciting to me, but I am just so excited. This is like a newbie guide to the BookTube. You must read these books to be able to understand what the BookTuber is talking about. So, without further ado, let's get to the bookies. Let's start with two small books that I tried to save money on. I bought all of them brand new. There was no saving money, but I tried to save money on these two. So the first one is The Shining by Stephen King. Everybody knows that there's a movie coming out. Everybody's like read the book already. I read like 4 novels by Stephen King, and it's hit or miss for me. And I really like to try something like that he wrote a long time ago, that is so well known and well loved, and I really would like to see a new movie that's coming out, The Doctor Sleep. So I decided to start with The Shining, and I'm just so excited. Glossy coffee. Everything I know is that it's a horror and there's a guy with an axe trying to break the door, and it's in some kind of hotel. That's it. You don't need to tell me anything else. Okay, the next one, this author is so well loved and well known for fantasy lovers, and I've never read him. I have a huge interest in trying him, but I've never really read fantasy. I wasn't like a fantasy addict. I haven't even read Harry Potter. I mean, I watched the movies, don't get me wrong, like I love the movies, but I've never read the books. So this is like a dedication from me, but I decided to go with like mass paperback to be like, if I don't like it, then I didn't spend that much money. I'm talking about Brandon Sanderson, and I was kind of searching and I didn't know what to pick up first. There are a lot of people and opinions what you have to start with, but I mean, I decided to start with Elantris, with his first ever published book, a novel. It's a little bit bended because I dropped the books multiple times. It's fine. Everything I know is it's a fantasy. It's a hardcore fantasy, maybe just a little bit of sci-fi in there. It looks scary, but hey, I am eager to try it out. The next one is like a utopian book that everybody's been talking about. The series finished, all the books have been published, and I haven't even read the first book. I'm talking about The Scythe by Neil Schusterman. I mean, I don't know, an utopian world with no hunger, no disease, no war, no misery, no death sounds like amazing to me. And I just really hope I like this one. I've never read anything quite like this, so I'm excited. The next book that I got is a well-known fantasy again, and it was by author I haven't read a book before, and it was okay. So I have some hope, and I'm talking about A Darker Shade of Magic by Schwab. This is such a well-known fantasy series that I can't even try to describe you how well known it is or what it is about. Everything I know is that there are 2 worlds. There's London and there's like opposite London, and this guy can go between them, and this is pretty much everything I know thanks to the cover. Really good cover. I also read City of Ghosts last year, and I liked that one, but it's still middle grade and this is not, so I'm hopeful, but I cannot promise anything, but I'm excited. Okay, so the next book I got is by the author that I read before, and I love all of her books. She's the author that writes mystery, and she is so good at it, and that's why she's called the Queen of Mystery. I'm talking about Agatha Christie. This book is And Then There Were None. This is one of the most popular books on BookTube when it comes to like Agatha Christie. This one and The Murder on the Orient Express, which I have and read and I loved. This one is the next one I really want to dive into, and I just love her writing. And the first 2 books that I read, I couldn't predict the ending whatsoever, and then the Death on the Nile, it was quite predictable for me because I feel like I figure out her patterns, and hopefully she can surprise me and do wow with my head again. Next book is one of the oldest books on BookTube. I feel like nobody's really talking about it right now. Everybody read it and moved on, but I'm not on that train. And I'm talking about the storied life of A.J. Berkeley by Gabriel Zavin. So this guy owns a bookstore, I believe, and he gets a package one day and kind of like changes his life or something. That's everything I know about this book, but it still sounds really interesting. A lot of people have been raving about this book and giving it 5 stars, so I could have not picked this book up, so I'm so excited. So the next book is so popular and been praised so many times that I couldn't wait, and I started reading it already, and I do not regret. I understand the hype 100%, and I'm talking about The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This book is about a girl named Star who witnessed her friend get killed by a police officer, and the police officer doesn't want to be responsible for the murder, and it's her trying to like stand up and speak up. And this book really brings a lot of important topics about that every life matters and people who take it away should be responsible. It's about police brutality and race. There's a lot of cool stuff. I'm like halfway through in a few days, and I love this book. And it's not a book review, but this is so popular and I can see why. So next book I have here is a historical fiction, and I'm really glad because I feel like BookTube doesn't have a lot of historical fiction to talk about, but I am super excited to read this one. It's Salt to the Sea by Rita Sepetys. I love historical fiction, I love literary fiction, I love books set in World War II, and no matter where they are, Germany and Russia probably my favorite, but I read All the Light You Cannot See, which was set Germany and France, and that was amazing. So whatever this brings to me, I'm so excited. I don't know anything about it rather than it's historical fiction, and that's everything I have to know. It's great. Hopefully it's great. So the next book I have here is been getting a lot of praise in BookTube, but recently a lot of people have been coming out and saying that this book does not really worth the hype, but it still intrigues me enough so that I decided to buy it full price. This book is They Both Die in the End by Adam Silvera. I love how the book spoils everything in just the title. You don't even need to read a synopsis to know what's gonna happen in the end. Like, this is great. I love the cover so much, and I love the title, and I love the artwork, and hopefully I'll be able to enjoy the book just as much, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. If it's good, great. If it's not, then well, let's spend $18 on a beautiful book. Okay, the next one has been so popular that it's like crazy. After the Netflix TV show came out, everybody knows about the story except this girl right here. I'm talking about You by Caroline Kepnes. There is a paperback version, which the cover is so different and I didn't like it, so I decided to splurge on this beautiful bloody hardcover. I'm just so excited to dive into this book. I don't know anything except that there is a guy stalking the girl and something happens. I just hope I like it because I love mystery murder thrillers, and I hope this is it and not some kind of romance that's like 50 Shades of Grey, because that would be nasty. Okay, so this one has been getting so much praise. Again, all of these books are so famous, like everybody knows about it. You're probably watching this video like, Catherine, we've heard about this book 30,000 times. You know what? I got it. Okay, the next one is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Don't know anything about it except it's a night circus, and it's been very popular and very hyped up. It's one of people's favorite book of all time. Like, how crazy is this? That's supposed to be a what? A love story for adults that feels luxuriously romantic? Why nobody told me that it's a love story? Well, maybe it's a really good one, and I hope it's a good one because I love the cover and I love the reviews I've been getting about this book, that it's exquisite and nothing like seen before. Well, I'm really hopeful, I'm really excited. Okay, the next one is definitely just like a cringe buy. Like, I feel like all of those books are so like amazing, getting so much praise, except this one. This one I got because it's popular. Like, people know about this book, but I have not heard good reviews about this one. But I just bought it so I can read it and say I've read it. I'm talking about The Unbecoming of Maya Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. This cover makes me cringe so much, honestly. Like, are they drowning? Are they having something inappropriate? I cannot tell. But I know that this is a romance, and I don't read a lot of romance. I like murder mystery, I like something that's spiritual and wonderful and like a life life story that touches you, and this doesn't sound like any of those. But I decided to purchase it just for the heck of it, you know? If I like it, great. If I don't enjoy it, okay, we're almost to the end, I promise. Okay, so the next book I purchased is Carnival by Stephanie Garber. I know that there's a wonderful carnival and something is happening. And I think two sisters go there. One of them gets lost and the other one has to go through carnival and play a game to save her, something like this. I know it's a trilogy and I know all the books are out, but I have not been able to read it yet. And I am excited. I don't know if I like it, if I don't like it. I can actually have heard mixed reviews about this book, so we'll see. Remember, it's only a game. Ooh. Alright, next one I'm actually really excited about. The Promise is amazing. And the first 15 Lives of Harry August by Claire North. I heard about this book from Emily Fox and she had a video about all the books that like you have to relive your lives and this kind of concept, and this sounds so amazing. And I think there's a guy who has 15 lives and he relives the same day and he tries to get it right. I think, I might be wrong, but no matter what it is, like I'm hooked to the concept. I hope it's good and hope it's done well because, ooh, I'm so excited. Alright, and the last book, hey, we got to the end. So the last book I got is for exceptional value price. And I heard about this book from Lala Reads, and this is The Wife Between Us by these two authors. I guess it's a domestic thriller. Somebody compares it to The Gun Girl and The Girl on the Train, which The Gun Girl, I loved the movie, and The Girl on the Train, I loved the book. So this has, like, for me, a lot of potential. I'm really hopeful, and I mean, I got it for $6. Like, it was a great deal, I feel like, and hopefully I will like this. This is not such a big book. I think it's like, yeah, it's under 400 pages, so should be nice and a quick read. I love mystery thrillers. Oh my gosh. Give me some recommendations, come on. Okay guys, I'm done with my haul. Now that I have all my cool books, I'm gonna go and start reading all of them because I just cannot wait. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't drop this. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!